Disney Plus could be bigger than Netflix in the US by 2022. That'd be pretty amazing because they just launched Disney Plus. Disney hit a home run with Disney Plus. It's proven much more popular than anyone anticipated, leading management to raise its subscriber outlook, not just for the flagship streaming service, but its entire portfolio of direct-to-consumer products, which includes Hulu. It also includes ESPN Plus, and now they just launched Star in India. That's another whole international platform. It now expects to reach as many as 350 million total subscribers across its streaming services by 2024. That's a lot of subscribers. This is coming from The Motley Fool. And let's get into the article. Before we do, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications if you want to support my work. Some have pointed to Disney's low price point as a big reason for those monstrous subscriber numbers. But Disney should see its U.S. revenue from direct-to-consumer streaming services reach levels comparable to, if not surpassing, Netflix as soon as 2022. Comparable to, if not surpassing, Netflix. Netflix is doing almost $1 billion a month. How can Baby Yoda create so much money, create so much green? It's not just for his skin. Let's go on with the article. Investing for additional growth. While Disney came out of the gate hot with Disney Plus, there was concern that it could not build on the strong foundation of early adopters it managed to sign up as soon after it launched. Now, when Disney first launched, it launched with Verizon. Verizon brought it millions and millions and millions of customers. They made a deal with Verizon to have a kind of free service for Verizon Plus customers for Disney Plus for a year. It worked. But a lot of people were kind of saying like, well, all right, after all of that, how many more people are going to really sign up for Disney Plus? Apparently, an incredible, huge number of people are going to sign up for Disney Plus. They're up to like 86 million or more subscribers just for Disney Plus now. Disney did an excellent job branding the service and making sure consumers understood what Disney Plus had to offer. As such, many people knew whether it was something that appealed to them before the product even launched, and 10 million signups on day one. And then just more and more and more and more after that. It was incredibly well executed, the rollout by Kevin Mayer, who was a vice president at Disney, who stayed on at Disney. And if you see the guy in any interviews, he's pretty damn impressive. But what's funny was when Bob Iger stepped down in early 2020, he thought he was going to be able to get like kind of elevated to president. And really, I would have put him up there. He was pretty impressive. But they didn't put him in. They didn't put him in. He left for TikTok, and then he left TikTok. That's Kevin Mayer for you. While Netflix is proving it's still possible to grow a subscriber base, even when its product is practically synonymous with subscription video on demand, its growth has slowed considerably over the last few years. Netflix is pretty much everywhere, and that's fantastic for Netflix, but it also means, can the company really grow? They're growing internationally a lot, but those international subscribers are also, they charge less because, you know, less people making less money in than the Western countries. But Disney decided to double down on its early success by investing more in its content. It laid out over 100 new films and series that will be heading toward its streaming service at its Investor Day earlier this month. CFO Christine McCarthy says the company now plans to spend twice the amount on content for Disney Plus as it originally expected in April of 2019, with the goal of expanding the appeal of the service. A big investment in content should lead to greater penetration of the market for Disney. What's more, the bigger content library should support regular price increases, the first of which will come in March of 2021. Yeah, Disney is going to always increase their price over time. It worked for Netflix. It will work for Disney. They've been able to always charge more for anything Disney, and they're going to keep it that way, I'm sure. It certainly won't be the last price increase either, as Disney follows in the successful footsteps of Netflix. Netflix has raised prices 5 times in 6.5 years. What would happen to Netflix, I wonder, if they couldn't raise their prices? We may find out. The price increases combined with the broader use base will translate into about $1 billion in additional revenue, an extra billion in 2021, according to analysts at eMarketer. That number will grow by another $1.4 billion in 2022, maybe even more, reaching a total of $4.2 billion in annual revenue that year for their subscription services. That still pales in comparisons to Netflix $11 billion plus in revenue from its U.S. and Canada region over the last 12 months, and that number continues to grow, especially after Netflix just raised its pricing again in both countries. Disney, however, also has 2 other successful streaming services in the U.S., Hulu and ESPN Plus apparently are a big deal. I did not realize that. Disney also thinks there's a lot of growth left for Hulu and ESPN Plus, both of which are so. ESPN has been losing subscribers forever. You know, it's been in trouble. It used to be a huge moneymaker for Disney, and then they've had a lot of cutbacks. But ESPN Plus apparently is growing, both of which are exclusive to the United States. So Hulu and ESPN really only in the United States. There is some Hulu in Japan, but ESPN is going to start to get distributed on their new Star India channel, believe it or not. Both of which are exclusive. Okay. By 2024, Disney thinks Hulu will have between 50 million and 60 million subscribers, while ESPN Plus will count another 20 or 30 million subscribers. Much of ESPN Plus's growth will stem from the growing appeal of the bundled package Disney offers, which includes Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN for $5 less per month than subscribing to all of them separately. While that might result in lower revenue per subscriber, it still produces greater customer lifetime value. If you think about it too, like if you're getting this bundle and you're watching some stuff from Disney Plus, some stuff from Hulu, some stuff from ESPN Plus, you're kind of stuck with the platform, and that's kind of the idea. People are obviously dropping cable now, but before that, for decades, people were just like, I have my cable, I watch this, I watch that, I'm just going to kind of keep it. I'm sure you felt that way. The bundle increases subscriber retention while providing additional ad inventory and pay-per-view upsell opportunities for sports fans. So that's a whole other business where they have advertising on Hulu and ESPN Plus and cross-selling and ad inventory management, kind of like deciding like, all right, like what Google's able to do with its search results, charge more for these types of ads, and they get all sorts of data and information on what customers are buying. They're making money from that too. Meanwhile, Hulu's brand subscription and ad-supported model ought to continue to see improvements in revenue per subscriber without the need for price increases for the on-demand service. Indeed, Hulu should see increased ad prices for its premium ad inventory, and it can fully control ad load to maximize revenue. Like the seating on airplanes. They charge as much as they want when they want for those seats, depending on how many they have available. That's technology. That means they can charge as much as they want on any given day. It's pretty insane. It could also see a boost from Hulu Plus live TV as more consumers shift to virtual pay TV providers. Yeah, I bet they will. All told, the two services should add another $8.1 billion in revenue in 2022. $8.1 billion? That's a lot. That's up from the $3.5 billion the two services generated for Disney in 2019. So that would be more than double in 3 years, according to eMarketer. Combined with Disney Plus, that's $12.3 billion total. While that's still less than eMarketer's expectations for Netflix of $12.95 billion, it's a remarkable feat for the media company, and obviously Disney has other ways of distributing content and generating revenue than just these direct-to-consumer streaming platforms. So that's why, like, the Disney platform, because they have multiple distribution channels that they're very used to selling into. They've got their streaming services. They've got their theme parks, which have been shut down since the pandemic. What's going to happen when those open again? You think they'll be able to utilize their theme parks and those positive experiences and the memories they created at those theme parks to somehow tie in with their streaming? You know, are they going to have a Mandalorian land and get people even more psyched about subscribing to Disney Plus and all the other additional exclusive content they're going to have on there? I'm just saying, as far as business execution goes, it's incredibly well done. It's really stunning. eMarketer's analysts suggest Disney's monstrous subscriber base outlook and expectations for profitability starting in 2023 or 2024 may still be conservative. McCarthy said investors should expect Disney to spend between $14 and $16 billion on content in 2024. While there are additional operating expenses to consider, if Disney's generating $12 billion in the U.S. alone by 2022, it could turn a profit on streaming much sooner. Yeah, they're saying that they may not be able to turn a profit on streaming until 2024. Well, it's part of a startup. How many years did it take Netflix to be profitable the way it is now? Many years. The other issue is this, is while Disney has always been a kind of a price to equity, so Disney has always been a company that's produced a lot of profit, and it was kind of judged based on that, and a dividend based on that profit and just, their constant payouts. Now that they're a growing technology company with Disney Plus, their ability to generate revenue, be profitable, continue to grow, invest more money in their different businesses, and the distribution for their businesses is pretty freaking amazing. So I don't give stock advice or anything like that, but Disney's doing amazing. They really are. They really are doing amazing. Another thing that is amazing is my comic, the Mermaids comic book. It's an epic mermaid fantasy. It's like Game of Thrones with mermaids. You can check it out on epicmermaids.com. It is my graphic novel full color project. See if you are interested in this. I think you will like it. It took me years to get this book together, and it really is really well written and really well done. We also have this Making of the Mermaids book, which is a 100-page book that has the full script and rough layouts of every page of the book, and another amazing 20-plus character designs done by my artist Jerry Gertrudi on that, and just showing incredible development of the world of the Mermaids. So definitely check out the Mermaids. All right, I will see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you.